Explain this, yeah.
We're live. And everybody, welcome. We're a minute early because Eddie's already yapping. So,
Yeah.
Hi,
Wow.
nerds. How y'all doing tonight?
How you doing?
And now Eddie doesn't talk. Oh, my God. It's
no.
Okay,
Here's a fun
He wants
one.
to talk about drugs.
I got in a random whatnot box that I won. I don't even remember what. It was one book. They sent me cookies. I'm afraid to eat the cookies. I'm not eating the cookies. The cookies are going in the trash.
Dude, they might have weed in them. They might be delicious.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I get random drug tests at work. I'm in Utah. It doesn't happen.
Just explain you got him in a comic book mystery box and you were hungry.
Yeah, this is so far the whatnot stuff I received this week. I got tons of.
Did you win all those? Or did you buy all of it?
He must have spent money. He sold mystery boxes, so he's on.
That's true.
He's off spending money.
What's up?
I picked up something I thought Rob might like. I don't know. You probably don't care about it, but all this stuff was so dirt cheap, and a lot of it's Silver Age. I thought this cover was cool. It's probably nothing you're going to care about, but you probably don't need it.
No, that's kind of cool.
You probably don't need it, but I do have it if you want it. It was nothing. I don't know. I have no clue what I paid for it. But now I tried a mystery box on. I'm gonna. What?
No, you go ahead. I'm dealing with the chat.
It was a mystery slab box on. The guy said minimum $100. Yeah, it was like $110, and I ended up with this.
0.5 x.
I mean, that's probably $110, right?
No, it's worth 2.5 sold for $67, and his low ceiling was $100 on his thing. I'm like, where possibly did you get that? No big deal. I already had this in a 6.5.
It is a big deal if he advertised it as being over $100 and the
I
value.
attempted to argue the point, and he just told me he got his stuff somewhere, so I'm not buying from him again. But oh well. But yeah, either way, it was I had that as a 6.5 already. It's the first Banshee. I'm just going to give it away to a friend of mine who might want it. So, but no, that was it. I did a lot of whatnot. Since nobody has mystery boxes, I picked up one of Fletch's boxes because it looked like nobody else did. I don't know what the heck's going on. I couldn't find. I just wanted to get some mystery boxes, so I was having fun this week. I did whatnot. I won a slab with Mill Geek. You know that one. I won some random book from some other group, and I won Nick's slab. So.
You're turning into me. You're running on. Yeah, I know. Or Eric. You're turning into more likely.
Well, my wife was gone for like 5 days. She was working from like Friday to Monday or Thursday to Monday down in St. George watching some of the dogs. So I just sat there one night, just skipping through. Yeah. Enter. Wait.
That's what I used to do when I was bored. Is I just enter mystery. But then I kind of felt like a dick because I didn't buy from everyone I won. And anyways, Rob, I like the jersey, sure.
My Rebel Scum jersey.
Your Rebel, yeah, we talked about it last night. Your Order 66 jersey. Yeah.
How did it go? Who won?
I think
There's no winners and losers.
Yeah.
There's just happy people.
There was. And honestly, considering that Rob and I didn't give each other values on this one, I think we probably came pretty close to just. Yeah. It was a fun box. It was a fun night. We talked mostly about barbecue. What's up, Mike? How you doing?
That's what we always talk about every week. Ends up deteriorating to food.
Well, yeah. Are you eating the cookies?
No, I mean chips and salsa.
All right, chat. Do you think Eddie should try a cookie? I mean, he shaved his face on camera. He broke a slab on camera, but he's scared to try a chocolate chip cookie that came in the mail.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not gonna happen. I don't even remember what box it came in now, so I couldn't tell you.
No, I know you don't have to buy every time, but so they give free shipping if you get a giveaway first. And I just I like to support the people that on there too. Because I know they pay sellers pay for the shipping and the book and everything. So,
Well, shipping's a killer on friggin' whatnot still.
Yeah, so the sellers have to pay for it. So that's why if I win a giveaway, I try to buy something.
But some people are still getting away with the $4 and then the 50-cent ones.
Because they're putting it at the wrong weight. And then whatnot eats the cost. And that's a reason the reasonable costs never go down because they have to put up with that kind of shit. It's like
how are they doing it?
Because if you can manually enter the weight of the product, and if they enter it in as like a card, or a trading card, then it goes below the 4 to 7 ounce window they have set up on there, and so they don't get charged for it. The buyers don't get charged for it, but Whatnot eats it, and then because Whatnot eats it, they keep the rest of their shipping costs stupidly high. So, yeah.
I test positive after a week. I'm okay, guys. I don't need.
I mean, it might just be cocaine.
Probably.
Cocaine.
Cocaine cookies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're
And Eddie
talking
got a haircut too. He's looking all svelte.
Yeah, I had to. I was looking like I was able to take my hair after work. I was doing this. I was doing the Munsters, Grandpa Munsters look.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you are grandpa and kind of a monster. So
I've been noticing all my started looking back at all the videos I've been taping because I do them after I get off work and I take off my hard hat and like this thing was like.
Well, I think you probably did it because there's only like a day or two left to get for the comic book community awards, and there's that best hair category. So everybody go vote for Eddie for the best hair category.
I'm in zero of those things. Oh no.
I got a pretty good freebie. I was surprised by this week was Art Germ Studios, whatever they have there's some Facebook group of theirs for their Art Germ collectors, people, whatever, that I'm on their in the Facebook group, and they sent out a random thing. It was like they put in this post. And I happened to catch the post where they, as for a fan appreciation stuff, they were doing like, I think it was like 140 sets. Basically, there's a Art Germ Batman Adventures 12 reprint with a new cover, whatever that they're doing for the Fan Expo this year. There's 2 different variants, and
the big cape one.
What?
The big cape one?
No,
maybe
no.
Okay,
it's got Harley Quinn on it.
Okay, not the one I was saying about then. Okay.
Anyways,
remind me.
So they were giving away a set of the basic ones with the trade dress or whatever, but which is still like $40 they're selling them for, whatever. And I said, yeah, all you have to do is like post one of your favorite Harley Quinn covers done by any member of the Art Germ Studios, and if you're one of the first whatever people to post it, you'll get a code to get the books for free. All you have to do is pay shipping.
Nice.
And managed to pick that up, a pair of those, which was kind of cool. Books and all for all for the cost of shipping. I'll pay $5 for a $40 set of
I won like 4 books the other night on Whatnot from one sellers. There's 7,500, 750 follower giving it. They're not here yet. It's Starhenge #1, which is a Liam Sharp book, but it is a variant cover, like one of the store variant. By an artist I didn't recognize, and 2 of them are remarked and 2 are signed, all the same cover. So it's like, nice.
Not bad.
Oh damn! Actually, I said like $40. I'm looking at it right now on the Art Germ website. It's $120 for the set.
Wow!
Oh damn!
It's
not bad. What's up,
right.
Paul? How you doing? What's up, Mike? What's
up?
I
mean, Batman Adventures 12 is all. Even the past Fan Expo reprints and whatever that I've picked up, they're usually worth at least a little bit of money, not a lot, but.
All right, here's a random DC comic question before you guys. I know that Rob, you're a DC guy, Eddie not so much, but like of the 2 books, would you rather have Batman Beyond #1 or Batman Adventures 12?
Batman Adventures 12.
Okay,
I couldn't tell you. I don't know what either of them are.
Harley Quinn or Batman Beyond.
Yeah, Batman Adventures 12 is the first comic book appearance of Harley Quinn, but not the canonical first appearance.
Yeah, same with Batman Beyond.
Right. Exactly. Right.
That's why I figured it's worthy comparison, not value.
Right. Harley Quinn, I think, is worth way more than the Batman.
It is.
Yeah.
I
think
especially
it is for now. I do think that like if DC were smart, they would do something with the Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond, absolutely. And I'm a huge fan of Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
So I would love it. I have a Batman adventure. I have a Batman Beyond #1. But it's not the first. It's the first appearance of Terry McGinnis.
Yeah.
It's
#2 is the first technical.
Right. The first Batman 2 is the first appearance of Terry McGinnis as the Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of like some of those things where you go, which would you rather have, the first Scorpion or the first Max?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. It's
obviously you'd rather have the first Scorpion.
Yeah,
but in that book, though, however, the #1 book is usually the more expensive because.
Yeah, it's a weird, and the way that brings up weird thing with key issues. Like the first appearance of the person outside of costume generally doesn't matter as much, which is bizarre to me. I mean, I sort of get it, but it's also like, okay.
Well, and that's one of those characters where it's a really confusing slog over the first appearance of Batman Beyond and which one you're talking about, because there's like 6 different issues.
Oh, they're definitely
that have different claims to, depending upon whether or not you're looking at the Superman Batman one, which is a Tim Drake Batman Beyond, whether or not you're talking about the Superman Batman Annual, which is, whether you're talking about Batman 700. There's all these different books that have him early appearances, and they're all contentious.
Yeah, Raw.
So what do? You get them all, like me.
Yeah, it is a higher value book, the Batman Adventures 12 for sure. So
yeah, I do need to get my Batman #2 though, Batman Beyond #2 from that first volume. All I have is 1 and 3, I think.
We'll see. I might. We can talk about that, Rob, if you're interested. I got a graded one.
Oh yeah.
9.8. Well, we can chat. Anyways, I mean, I know you don't have any books that are open that you'd be willing to trade, or any good books.
Oh no, I actually do, but
yeah,
but not the one that you want.
I want everything. I'm an equal opportunity wantist. I just what I can get versus.
I'll give you my 50% of Eddie. You can have him all the time.
Aw. I already have him every other week on Tuesdays, and that's plenty. So.
Now,
what's up, Sid? How you doing, man?
Hey guys.
The raffle thing, I had a choice of which one I wanted. Now, it was either the second appearance of Riddler, I guess, or it was a bad copy of Amazing Spider-Man 27. Rob, what's your opinion on that one? Low grade. 27 has nothing but a early appearance of the Goblin, I guess.
That's what I was trying to remember. What's in 27 doesn't ring out as a key
off
the top of my head.
So the Batman was in better shape, but was not. Either way, the Batman's on its way.
Yeah, I mean, the second appearance of Riddler.
Yeah, I would have taken the Riddler on this one. It's a bad cover for 27, anyways. So,
that's all.
What do you have to next, Ed?
Like I said,
we're watching. Been watching Our Flag Means Death. You guys seen this yet?
Oh, it's an awesome show. Yeah.
Hilarious.
I loved it. It's Taika Waititi like he should be, and not running.
Oh, that's
4-4. Yeah.
Yeah. How much? Playing World of Warcraft. Oh. I formed a guild and been slowly gaining converts to the Satanic Temple of Ur.
Nice. Nice.
27's the Death of Crime Master.
Yeah, it didn't look like a really. The Spider-Man book, the cover on it had creases all over it. The edge was messed up. He said very low end copy. I looked low ends were going about $50.
Yeah, I mean it's
of that issue. I probably would have gone second Riddler personally, but
So I did fall victim to some FOMO this week.
Oh, what'd you get?
8 Billion Genies, #1.
Oh, yeah.
The cat variant or the regular cover?
I got the cover A for #1. I had a cover A #2 I picked up off the shelf.
Yeah.
The week it came out, like the day it came out. And
I ended up getting that one the first week it came out. It's somewhere in the stack here. I mean, that's the one thing about like reviewing every goddamn first issue that comes out is I usually have every damn first issue that comes out. Well,
right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, by the way,
I don't know. I remember a review of it. You were kind of naff about it. So
yeah, it was not bad, but it's an interesting idea. But it's Charles Soule, and he doesn't tend to go anywhere with his ideas. So.
Your background has way too much shit on it now.
Shut up.
It does.
On,
no. It's actually weirdly distracting.
Says the man who looks like he's in a room that's just a storehouse for random shit.
No, comic books, video games. I'm just saying.
You can still see the AC sign there.
Eddie, I know, but a little less would have been better. That's
Jesus Christ. You know what? Everyone was bitching.
Now he's an interior decorator.
I like it. I think it looks good. It's eclectic.
I'm going for the shitty college dorm room look. Next, I'll throw up a tapestry.
That's what this is.
And some string lights.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
and a lava lamp hit right here, just to really
nice.
Do they still do? Kids do still probably no lava lamps. I'm sure they don't do anymore. But
are you doing? Are you still doing 4, Taylor?
Am I still doing what?
4?
Yeah, I still. Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, I still. I'm not actively chasing down every issue at the moment, but like,
I got these like $3 each.
Not bad.
And then I like this. I got this just for the cover. I don't even do DC, but the cover. I don't know. Don't mind me.
I had to let it know that I do have AC. You know, I'm a classy motherfucker, Eric. So, like,
you had to write nice. You know,
I didn't write that.
Was supposed to go.
That was here before the hot. Like I got the hot plates. So that was when the contractors fucked up and like they were gonna vent it there. They didn't.
So what great deals have you guys found this week? I just picked up something that's killing the children. Number 1, 8th print for $31 and a 9.8.
That's a good deal.
The 8th print? Which one's that?
That's the last print, right?
Yeah, that's the last one. There was 70,000 of them made, but for a CDC 9.8 to get it for $31.
I mean, that's less than the cost of grading. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that. What was it? The Predator 1 first print and an 8.5. I think I paid $40 for it and whatnot.
I didn't really get any good deals, but I did get this in the mail this week, and this is a giveaway win I won from Naman, and I think he gave it away on Brian LCS's giveaway, and so it's a Nakayama signed. It's not no comic, you know. Got to see away with, but you know, it was cool little giveaway win that he said was going to be here in November, and this is before November.
Those are all adorable.
I picked up a bunch of Thor this week.
Yeah, and then Rob is watching Rob's Monday channel and see the 40,000 books he picked up every week.
Well, but that was picked up. Those were picked up previously. Yeah. He did ask this week.
Oh, yeah, now that was the whatnot win I got. I really don't know what it is or care. So, it's an X-Men crossover from X of Swords.
This week, I picked up a book that I'm waiting. Well, I potentially picked up a book. We're waiting for it to get delivered to validate that I didn't get taken. But was last Friday. I was in chat with Mad Spidey from Australia, and he was perusing some boards there, and there was somebody who had a Golden Age Submariner number 23, the second appearance of Nora, in a 5.0 CGC slab, and they were asking 500 Australian for it, which is about $340 US. And that book's last sold close to that grade. A 6.5 sold this year for 2,300.
Now, when you say Golden Age Submariner, is that which series is that? I guess I'm not familiar with
from Timely Comics.
Yeah, it's
I'm just saying, I've never seen.
Before muscles were invented in comics, Eddie.
I've never seen a Golden Age one because I did get some.
The 5.0 in that great last sold was like in 2012, and it sold then for $750 US. And so we did some investigating, and Mad Spidey did some reach outs to people in the group that he knew, and a couple of them that came back to this person's supposedly legit. Nice. So we took a flyer, and so we're gonna see once it lands in Mad Spidey's hands. If I just picked up a $2,300 book for $340 US plus shipping from Australia, I'll be happy.
How many are there on the census at all? Like, what's the total count on that book on the census? Probably, I'd say a couple dozen at most.
Yeah, let me take a look. Yeah, there's not a ton, that's for sure. I want to go to go. You take a look. Discuss amongst yourselves.
Yeah. So if you guys get bored, you can go to Caped Geek. Don't do it now because you're watching this riveting fucking content. But Caped Geek on here, I'll find a channel link for him. He's doing I built a mystery box as part of a competition. So
there's 42 copies on the Universal Census.
Oh wow.
I bet a few of those are regrades too.
6. Well, if they're CGC, I guess if you pop them out, they wouldn't know. But
if you pop them yourself and
9,
send them and
10,
press
11.
them before you send them back, people don't. So when you look at counts like that, I've heard estimates at like 10 to 15% of total census counts might be regrades.
You know, I mean, I get that. I don't understand why they don't like just factor that in.
Well, I mean, if you're cracking it, like you said, if you send the case in for them to crack it, they can remove it from the census, but people crack it open the home.
I guess if you crack it and press it and have somebody else press it or whatever, that makes sense.
So there's of the 42, about half are a 6.0 or higher, but right now available like on eBay, there's one that's a 6.0. Somebody's asking 2,700. A 7.0, they're asking $3,000.
Yeah, so, if a trailer drops with anything Namor, it'll.
Well, it's a timely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I mean,
when we get the first spoiling, because we know Namorita is coming, so when the first spoilage of Namorita hits, that book will go ballistic.
Well, this is Namora.
Or Namora, right? Oh,
which
Namora.
is different than they're right because
not
Namora. Yeah, they're different people. They just can't use a lot of names. Marvel.
Yeah, because I mean, it's underwater is probably a lot of inbreeding. I mean, how much really?
But yeah, so it's one of those books.
So,
it's one of those things where that book is. It was just I had to take a flyer on it and take it once he did some basic background checking. It was like, all right, either I'm going to be out 340, or I'm going to get a screaming deal, which will then make me have to sit there and debate myself for the next year as to whether or not I continue to hang on to it or
sell it.
Exactly, because I can fill it. I could easily get 2 to 3
books you give a shit about,
low grades, books to fill out my last 9 ASM books. So.
I think I could do a submission, a CGC submission at 25. I've got 25 Strange Academy #1s that I could send in.
Nice.
Just #1.
Oh yeah.
From various printings.
Nice.
I could do a whole Strange Academy one.
You could.
It was Batman 179. That's the one I had coming to me. So I found what it was now. The cover. Sorry about that. It does a second Silver Age appearance of Riddler.
Well, while Rob was looking stuff, I did post Marcel's link in the chat, and he's the guy that basically he paid people $500 to build a mystery box, and we're in a competition. There's either 8 or 10 of us in the competition. It's a little unclear, and his videos are interesting to watch. I'll say that, but you can go watch the videos and see what you thought of the boxes that people built.
Just take a nap before you watch them.
Yeah, well, spoilers, Sid. I did put a book from you into the box, so whoopsie. But just because I was like, I want to win this one, and I needed to fill it out, so that Nice House on the Lake negative variant I threw in there to round out the box because I.
Oh yeah.
You went a little Thor crazy.
Well, I have 2 Thor books in there. You mother! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, but those are your 2 big ones.
Yeah, well, they were much bigger 2 weeks ago, but it is.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I heard they were.
Yeah, but. And some of the people,
she said,
it's interesting to watch at least to see how different folks build mystery boxes. Because one guy did all indie, like indie hardcovers, like a stack this high, and then random ass stuff that I'm fairly.
I couldn't sit through that guy with that kind of a thing. I'd go nuts.
I'm fairly knowledgeable on the indie stuff, but there are some I'm like I have never heard of this before, so. And then one guy threw in Batman Beyond 1 through 6 raw. So there's a large variety in there at least, and it'll be interesting to see because the winner of the competition, yeah, exactly, Eric, super, yeah, and the winner of the competition gets to pick one book from anybody's submission. So I can theoretically get one of my own books back if I wanted, or if I won. I'm not saying I'm going to, but the winner could do that, And then also, I think there might even be a People's Choice winner. And I'm not trying to vie for votes or anything, but I'm saying just go take a look and see what you think. So, I'm really not. I'm very curious to see what people think of my box versus the others. What other people think of other boxes. I think there are some other good.
That's
boxes.
Interesting. So you guys just all donated $500 box, or he paid you guys $500?
He paid us $500.
Okay.
So
interesting.
No matter what, I got paid to build a mystery box, and we all did.
Yeah.
So it's not. I figured. Why not?
That's some pretty good faith on his part, paying people money for something. You don't know who
That's
these
what
people
I
are.
thought. I mean, and like
That's a big box too. $500.
Yeah,
He's doing multiples of them. That's
Yeah, he did it. He did it once a
Like he
year
dropped
ago.
$5,000 on this
He
expedition.
did. Yeah.
Wow.
Over six at least, because he had 10 people and then 2 backups. And then he said he's like, there's I think other prizes and other stuff that's going into it too. And like I said, there might be a People's Choice Award. I'm not sure. I don't think he's got it all sorted out yet, but
it's very, very convolutedly badly done.
that's a bit of, but yeah, but it's still
But it's cash.
And he did pay us all. Like he paid me within minutes of me saying, "Yeah, I'll do it." Like and what? Like you had to like enter, and then he had a wheel spin to see who actually got chosen. He reached out on Instagram. I acknowledged, and within a couple minutes, I had $500 in my Cash App. So like,
wow.
It was And I said, and I'm like, listen, I know this is a giant leap of faith on your part. I do have a YouTube channel. I do have a little bit of a cranky reputation in the community, but ask around. I don't ever rip anybody off. And I kind of wanted to let them know that, like, because
yeah.
Well, yeah. Did you find an estimated value on that? Because I haven't even seen sales for that
I saw one. I saw one up there when I put it up. That was up for 40. So
he's even said that he had a hard time finding the value.
Yeah, there was one listed. There's no solds I could find, but there's one up listed last time I looked for 40. So
I actually found when I was trying to find it for you, I saw that I guess there was a third printing that looked like that variant, but it had like red, so like red blood dripping off the sword instead of just the one that I gave you is just all negative space. Yeah, I don't know if it was like a 1 in 25. They like ripped that cover off and put it on like a 1 in 25 for the third print or something.
Here's what I found for it. I'll put the link in the private chat for you to check out. Well, no, never mind. I won't.
Share the screen and show everybody.
Eddie, I've never set up share the screen on mine for my own permission settings on my computer. So it's in the general public chat for the.
I was saying I had to set up any permissions, but okay.
Eddie, I'm on a goddamn Mac. We've been over this before. Like, I'm gonna fucking headbutt you. I really am.
It's just pushing needle.
Hang on a second here. So anyway.
Oh yeah, so that's the. Did I give you the Virgin or was it the negative one?
It was the negative trade variant there. So that's
trade. Okay.
Yeah. So.
There's a Virgin too. So there was the regular, there's the negative, and then a negative Virgin.
Yeah, we'll see if Eddie comes back. I just kicked him.
There's always a negative Virgin.
No. And that's talk about negative virgins, the basis of the incel culture right there.
But
negative
I couldn't find it looking for like whoever the artist was. I just looked up negative variant. That's where it started popping up on eBay.
Gotcha.
Holy shnikes. Sorry. Stumbled across a listing for Marvel Family #1 and a 6.0. I did not realize that book was going for that much.
Oh yeah. That has gone way up.
First Black Adam, $35,000 they're asking.
Yeah.
There we go.
I know. I was about to go to bed because I'm fucking tired anyway.
Yeah.
I'm having a long week.
I don't know about you, but my week's only 7 days.
Yeah.
No, it just works. 90 days. It's 96 degrees outside, and we're trying to walk around. And
I think that's why my son is very happy not to be in Utah during the summer.
Oh, but the good part is every time we have a thunderstorm or lightning strike, stop work for half an hour, go sit in your car.
Well, I mean, and I think of it this way, Dave. This is just going to be the coolest summer for the rest of your life.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean,
especially if the Supreme Court has anything to say about it.
Well, they did. Anyway.
They fucked with the EPA like they were going to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So. But yeah, on an unrelated to any of this note, guys, if anyone's watching, on Thursday on my channel, I do have my first comic book YouTube interview going on with Felipe Pan, the art writer of Triskele or Triskele, however you pronounce it. But he'll be on at 7:30 at Central Time on my channel. So jump on in.
You've ever heard of it?
You'll be able to come on in and watch Taylor.
Yeah, and you can come on in and learn, Eddie, if you have never heard of it. So,
Shit's getting new.
It's a Scout Comics book, really well drawn, and lots of Gaelic myth.
All I gotta say is Scout. That's all I gotta hear.
Okay. You're very helpful. I'm gonna kick you again. It's just out of curiosity, just out of fun. But yeah. Anyways, what have you been up to, Eddie, other than working and bitching? And
not much.
All right, you have a mystery box you don't want to talk about on here?
I've got one left. There's 2 mystery boxes left. One sold. So far, when you tell, the remarked Spider-Man book hasn't been taken yet. Kind of, at least people aren't saying what they are. So, just one left.
And how much is it shipped?
140 shipped. Sorry, I was getting there. There's 2 over there. I got claim number 1. He's paying tomorrow, and then the last one's gonna. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
The audience wins, Tyler. The audience always wins.
Who won what? Oh yeah. Other than that, we've been thinking about putting together a little sparring thing, doing a $35 box, just like that $500 box the guy's doing. And then,
just like it? Are you going to record a 25-minute long video with each one, too?
No, I'll just throw shit around. I mean, I know if I do a $35 one and send out 5 people, a bunch in one of our chats were in wanted to do it, and they're like, they're going to send the shittiest books ever, and I'm okay with that. I'm just going to have fun looking at them and chucking them across the room. That's half the fun. Nobody knows about when we talked about the great book. I said I'll give away as the main prize will be what's left of the book we destroyed the first night.
The shattered slab? Nice.
The shattered one here. You guys, someone else talk. I'm going to go get it so you can see it.
All right.
I still want to do a fund. I want to do a fund and buy up like 10 or 20,000 Turok number 1s and have a bonfire.
Nice.
Well, the Promiscuous Time Traveler already has like 25, 30 of them or something like that.
Yeah. I'm down 1 copy because I did throw 1 in that $500 mystery box. Because
I still say you should buy up.
I know they collect them at Milky.
What's up, Biggie? How you doing, man?
You just need to be different and buy up Turok number 2.
I have Turok number 2, yes.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Turok number 2 cover. Like, I mean, I know I have back in the day, but like not since then. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, anybody can collect number 1s, but I mean, who collects number 2?
Did you get a new camera, Biggie? You're looking. It looks like. Well, never mind.
Oh, yeah. I'm using my cell phone. My girlfriend's actually. That's just something I was going to talk about. Was so I wake up today and my charging port on the bottom of my cell phone snaps.
Oh shit.
So it's a Motorola, so I can't get the cordless charger, and I just said, okay, I was gonna buy a new phone anyway because it was already messing up. So tomorrow I'm just gonna buy a complete new phone.
Right.
That's why I always love the wireless charging ones. I had a problem with a phone that stopped charging because of that. No matter how you try to jiggle the damn thing, I forget it from now on. I only buy the wireless ones.
Where I messed up.
Nice.
It's in great condition.
This was the first. Well, if you can't tell, we took a flame to the front of it too. So we roasted the back of it. We smashed it with a hammer.
We is just Eddie, by the way. It's not like it's like we and Eddie and all his personalities.
We had fun.
I know.
But why?
I can't remember why you did it, but like.
It came from that. I think it came from that one. It came from El Rey or it came from the first ever. That one company that went out of business and stiffened.
Oh, nice.
What's that one that came?
Oh, shit. Sorry, Biggie. I didn't mean to kick you. I am crap at streaming in case anybody's never figured that out.
I went to Warp Zone 6 Underground. My boy 84A okayed me this. It's probably a freaking perfect copy.
That's awesome.
He sent it to me and then it hit the top 10. He was like, he didn't even know he sent it to me till I was like, bro, you know you sent me that, right? And he was like, oh my God.
I got that either that or issue number 2 or 1 and 2, I think maybe in a Man I Got Comics mystery box like a year and a half ago. And I was like, oh, what are these books? Now I sold them or I
oh no
mystery box and now I'm sad.
Yeah.
This was my very effect this month.
Are they going up because of the new movie? And then when the movie bombs,
nice.
Go down?
The Hail Crow. Let's see.
Yeah, this is there were only 25 of the yellow made.
Nice.
Yeah. Anybody actually read that one yet?
I have not. I only I only have these collector's items. I didn't get a reader's copy. I mean, I guess I could read
I just got DJ's version of it, and then kind of threw it to the side.
Oh snap! Biggie's got more goodies to show.
I had like 70 raw books. My plan was to go on Gary's and show like 60 raw books, but this one's a stunner, bro. It's like a 7-0. Yeah.
Which one is that? What number is that one?
Holy shit! It's going down.
Wow. What number is that one? I can't even tell.
55.
55.
What do I have as a 55? What's my 55? My 55 is a. Hang on.
Sorry about that.
That's
Thank
all
you.
good. There's a reason I didn't make kids.
No, I have a raw copy. I have a raw copy of 55.
No one let you touch them?
That too.
You got one of these, don't you, Taylor? Or not Taylor, but Rob. You got that, right?
Not a raw one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got that one at 8.5.
Well, I think he's got way too much sugar in him, so
nice.
I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute and see if he calms down.
Fair enough. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, what?
Oh no, Rob's just looking at porn now.
I haven't cracked open that CBCS 99. I'll do that. I'm gonna do a what's in the box this week and open
nice.
it.
Oh, I did send out to that one guy to repress the 7.0 She-Hulk, so hopefully he gets it. I sent him three books total. It's got to be better than the 7.0, really. I sent him that Predator #1 before I got the 8.5 coming to me. The one you sent me, he's going to see if he can get that wavy stuff out of it.
I think you're a Predator.
We'll huh?
Yeah, but he's not the #1 Predator. He's like #4 in all of Utah. Yeah. #1 Predator has got to be whoever the hell is head of the Church of the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Who broke my window?
I don't know that.
Oh, out here when I was a kid growing up, there was a commercial that would run, and it was always like it was a kid playing street ball or something, and he hit the ball, and it went through some old guy's window, and old man would come out with the baseball. Who broke my window? And the kids were all, the truth isn't gonna be easy. And he's so mad, I'm really scared. Anyways, to talk about telling the truth. It was just a message from the Church of Latter-day Saints. It was just.
I remember that ad now. Yeah, I have it.
Stupid stuff that rattles around in my laboratory up there.
I mean, I did have the Simon & Simon theme song stuck in my head the other day.
There you go. That's always fun.
Yeah.
I just pick up one of these. That's always good.
I mean, I remember, my aunt was a big proponent of the speaking in tongues churches, so I got to sit through those congregations until I was 9 or 10, I think.
Wow.
That's always fun.
Yeah, never had that, thankfully. I just had regular old Lutheranism pounded into me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Literally by the priest.
I saw some horrible cartoon about Mormon religion and their history, and I don't know. I don't say that.
There you go.
Had to find it.
In the Book of Mormon, you know Jesus came to the Americas, right, and gave natives
Who gives a shit?
like Christianity and that.
Well, the thing I found weird was there's this cartoon. I don't know nothing about Mormons, but supposedly when Lucifer ended up being bad, African Americans came from demons because Lucifer turned them dark skin. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think so, but I know
dark turn.
I know they don't believe in hell, so they're Mormons don't believe in hell.
That was enough for me. So anytime I see another Mormon knock at my door, I might smack the shit out of him. I don't know.
My best friend here is a Mormon, but he doesn't seem to give a shit.
In Utah, of course.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't seem to give a shit. He drinks caffeine.
So you can't cough.
I don't know too many Mormons that don't break that covenant.
Yeah, but he also I played him some 5-finger death punch and he loved it. So that was kind of, a little. It was a slower song with him, but still had enough afterwards.
I worked with a bad Mormon at the cubicle mate. It was across from my cube. He, I think, man, he spent $1,000 a ticket to go see Metallica for him and his sons in Vegas.
I mean,
I had tickets to that concert, I think, and I ended up selling them.
I don't want to pick on Mormons. I think most people in any organized religion are kind of full of shit. So, that's.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I've stated before. I'm definitely anti-theist. I think. Organized religions just use to control people.
I mean, I would worship at the Church of Biggie because he's got the look going for him, but that's about it.
Yes.
Dude, I'm excited about my. I've been watching a lot of reviews and just watching like a live comic book channel and talking over it. It's gonna be fun.
Escape Scientology. Holy shit! Well, congratulations for getting out of that fuck.
That's a fucked up thing.
Seventh Day Hoppist.
They still haven't.
Real name or Tom Cruise will get you there aggressively.
They still haven't. The leader's wife has been missing for over 10 years.
Oh yeah, they put her away somewhere. What was it? My old work down in Florida. Their main office is in the town where I think Scientology owns 90% of the property. I forgot the name of it now, but they bought up a ton of the property down in this one town.
There was a big, they owned a lot of downtown St. Paul for a hot minute, and they had a big church down there. But
yeah, well, they own property.
It all went broke. So
they own a ton of property, and they leave it mainly like one person in each property just to hide the money. So
yeah,
they don't have to. That's where they hide the money.
In the magical underwear? No, it's the Mormons again. Never mind.
In a mattress.
Nice. In a vat of oil. Aren't Scientologists all about oil baths and shit? I think so.
I know where I grew up, there was a bunch of Christian scientists too. Christian scientists, they don't believe in science. Yeah. They believe that they can pray everything away.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where Bo's development is based out is Clearwater. Yeah, they own.
All right.
They buy up everything, make parks out of it if they don't want you there and stuff, and they're down to, I think, 25,000 users. It sounds weird to say it that way, but
here's a fun fact about the church. And I won't say any more about them because they will review this.
Send them out to me. I'm okay with that.
I'll make sure to put.
The IRS looked into taking their taxes and status away from them, and they started threatening the IRS agents, and to the point where they gave up the investigation into the church.
I don't think any church should be tax exempt. But
what's that documentary called? Going Blue. It's all about Scientology. I got it on Voodoo. I bought it for like $2, and it goes over the whole thing that happened with the tax code and all that crap.
I mean, again, all religions are garbage. Like Catholic Church and boys and.
Have you watched the Leah Remini's stuff where her friend Tom, they bought the house, they rented the house across the street from his house so they could watch him. They set cameras on the street over his house, in bird things, so they could watch his house. They come to his house and start just harassing him all the time.
Yeah, but we're having shortfalls on the budget. You're right. We should just start taxing all churches. Come on, guys.
There we go. I'm good with that. Tax them.
Well, you notice how
business. Okay, they're fleecing people. All right, we get it. There's a bunch of other businesses that do the same damn shit. We all pay taxes. Just get used to it.
Yeah.
You notice how
somebody said the other day in the Bible it says you're not allowed to charge interest on loans. So if we're gonna go that fucking direction, hey, fuck off! Don't give you any interest.
Usury is illegal, but the definition of usury is kind of loose, isn't it?
Well, they're gonna pick and fucking.
What is it currently? I think we have a cap right now, like 30%. You can't charge more for like a loan than 30% APR or something like that. The payday loans get around it. I don't know how. The loopholes, mostly because I guess the banking laws in the states where they operate out of.
Nevada. Okay, we've gone.
Yeah.
We've
you
gone
notice
the
Epstein trial didn't get as much attention as the Depp Heard trial because there would have been too many politicians or actors when pedophile situations too. So
that is true. Yeah.
Well, yeah. it's projection all day long, right? Projection all the time. Project. And all these people accusing people of being shit. You know, need to look in a fucking mirror.
Well, yeah.
They was that close to getting a lot of people in trouble, bro. Because the madam of Epstein, she went to trial. She didn't kill herself. Supposedly.
No, she's still alive. She just got 20 years, I think.
Why didn't they push her? Shit, there's a UK prince. I don't know his name. Like,
just
Prince
go back.
something.
If you go back, 6 or 8 years ago, there was a madame. The DC. Look this woman up. She was called the DC Madame. She was the pimp for Washington DC, and she had a list, the black book of thousands of people, like everybody. And she went on TV and said, "I know who's doing who and who's doing what, and I'm not ever going to kill myself. So if I come up dead from suicide, know somebody killed me." She died of suicide, 6 months later.
Yeah.
Who's the guy
after making that statement on television?
What's the guy's name who died in jail again?
Epstein.
Just
look up, and he clearly didn't hang himself, but
Oh,
right. Oh, yeah, Epstein did not.
No, there's a reason I was asking. I just forgot his name.
But the DC Madame, that was a very interesting. This was years ago, and it just kind of went away.
Yeah.
There you go. This is all I got to say.
Is it all really?
No, never.
I will say this might be
Rob's damn quiet today.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
You know who else was tight with him was Tom Hanks was really tight with him. Of course,
the Clintons are very, very close with him. Bill Gates was very close with him.
Yeah.
Famously, Bill Gates' wife left him like shortly after it became public knowledge that Gates had cozied up to Epstein.
Yeah.
And I think Gates's claim was that Epstein, he was trying to get the Nobel Prize. He wanted to win the Nobel Peace Prize, and Epstein said he could get him that. But why you start hanging out with somebody who's obviously been trafficking children after they were busted for it?
Well, because children are the most peaceful.
Very weird. Very weird.
So we get a lot of Jada Pinkett Smith and Amber Heard in the media. We don't hear nothing about this shit. You only see that on YouTube videos every now and then.
There we go. Well, I'll change this to conspiracy.
Well, I read shit all day long, so
yeah.
I've pissed friends off because I keep up with too much stuff. Like the latest thing, I don't know. This is the scariest thing I've ever really heard of. The Secret Service deleting these text messages from January 5th and 6th.
Now. And they can't get them back, they say, which is
they can't get them back. Well, here's the thing. Now we all heard the talk about what?
Well, they got Daddy. He's gone.
Pence. They tried to put Pence in a car and take him to a secret location on January 6th, right?
Yeah.
To protect him. And Pence was overheard saying, "I'm not getting in that car. If I get in that car, I won't be coming back," or something to that effect.
Wow.
Right? Like 2 or 3 people have testified now that Pence said that. And Pence went on to certify the thing. The guy who was in charge of Pence's detail that day is now the head of the training division at the Secret Service. This is the guy whose texts they tried to subpoena that just poof, fucking disappeared last week. The same day they subpoenaed them. Oh, it just happened to be the day that those 2 particular phones were going through a completely random reset.
I mean, that's how it works, right? I mean, And it's kind of like
so somebody who's implicated in
we're living in the Department of Truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Is anything happening with the Department of Truth?
Well, here's the thing, the Praetorian Guard. Everybody knows. If you don't know the story of the Praetorian Guard, then you should read some history about them. There should be a comic series done about like the time period where the Praetorian Guard controlled the Roman Empire. There was a period of like 50 years or something where they installed emperors, had them killed, and installed a new one if they didn't like them.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Yeah.
And we're nothing if not good old Romans are in this country. So, I mean,
everybody's equating what we're going through to collapse of Rome, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I just want to make sure I'm the guy fiddling and not the guy
diddling.
Yeah.
So are they actually going to do a Department of Truth show or not? Or are we dead in the water? I've heard they were supposed to, but
I mean, it was optioned, and like many things that have been optioned, there's been no forward momentum. A lot of the things got optioned by Netflix. Guys, Netflix has been bleeding, and they're not doing well. So all that stuff that was optioned by Netflix is just gonna stick.
Biggie's showing off some good old drugs. Enough murder and death. Let's talk about some drugs and some speedy.
Yo, Neil Adams really captured
I love the fucking drug issue.
The inner junkie of this guy, man. Holy smokes.
I don't know, man. I don't buy that Green Arrow didn't know what was going on. He just wasn't paying attention.
He looks like he'll do a couple freaky deaky things.
Exactly. It's just the Green Arrow's on the uppers and Speedy like the H, whatever.
Hey, heroin was big back then, man.
It was. And now we have opioids. It's just, legal. It's
heroin came back with a vengeance.
There needs to be more drug issues in comics again. How else are we going to learn shit?
I can't believe Neil's gone, man.
Yeah.
What a lively guy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, it's been a bad year for comic creators as far as like kicking the bucket.
It's like the rappers or some shit. There's more comic creators dying than rappers.
Exactly. We got Perez, we got Adams. I can't remember who else. There's more, I'm sure. Who else died this year?
I don't know.
Sid, you gotta have a running tally and a conspiracy theory behind it all.
Oh, actors or writers that have been dying.
Comic artists and writers, yeah.
I think they were all they were all old when I was first getting into comics.
They were, fairly old.
Adams and stuff like that. That was right, that was before my time. Remember, I cut my teeth on McFarlane and I grew up with Liefeld. I was a Liefeld kid. I was like 12 when Liefeld started doing New Mutants, and
I worked at a comic shop when Liefeld was doing shit.
That's how you know it's a conspiracy, though. If that son of a bitch is still alive and all the good ones are dead. Kidding.
On Facebook, there's some guys. I remember reading something on Facebook. Some guys trying to promote. Why does everyone give Liefeld a hard time? Like, well, have you seen his feet?
He's an asshole cokehead.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man.
He came down to California. And him and Todd, I think, came in a few times to do signings at a shop I worked in Southern California. They were assholes. They weren't very nice. We had other people come in and sign, but he was the worst, I think.
Well, when you get famous when you're 18, you're probably gonna be kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was big time. I mean, he did make
and he
the
knows
cover.
He can't draw feet. He can never draw feet. He's always had a complex about not being the best.
Yeah. Well, and he was never trained in the shit. And he still is fucking low. He was loaded. I don't know if he lost it all, but
he did something right, dude. His cover art is the most sold fucking cover of all time. So he did something. That's everybody's like, oh, shit's, dude. I remember as a kid, all the girls and all the brigades and fucking.
Oh man, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. That was it. That was. I bought every issue of X-Force. I read every issue. I was all into Liefeld's everything, man. I wanted to be Liefeld. I was like, this is the coolest shit ever. This 18-year-old is fucking a rock star drawing comics. I want to do that.
And then McFarlane, bought a McGuire's baseball or whatever. They were all rock stars back in the day, and it all came tumbling down.
Yeah, they still got that. It's so commercialized now, but God, man, going to the big cons now and seeing lines of hundreds and thousands of people waiting for their time to get something signed. I'm like, ugh.
There's still a very dedicated fan group, but they're not selling the millions that they were of the other books. And
Who do you think lost more talent since the 90s, or has any of them gotten better out of Liefeld, Lee, and McFarlane?
I think Lee's gotten better.
I feel like Lee's got worse.
I agree. I think Lee is probably, out of all three of them, Lee's probably matured the most.
The best.
Yeah, I think that's,
I like McFarlane the
hasn't
most.
changed.
I like McFarlane the most.
I mean,
I don't think he's really developed. I think he's stayed steady.
I think McFarlane's
He's still
better
knocks
than
shit
Lee's
out,
art.
bro.
I
Every
still
now
like
and then,
McFarlane's art
Then
better
it's
than
okay
Lee's.
now, but he hasn't changed. He hasn't.
every now and then, bro. And his shit's hotter than any of their shit right now. All the fucking up. I mean,
tell the truth, Spawn, I couldn't give two shits about.
Give me a bar.
I love
my
it.
favorite back in the day
Well,
was always
McFarlane, he's the Todd father, man. He changed.
He's such a fucking
comic
boss,
books.
bro.
He really.
Yeah.
He's such a boss.
He revitalized America or Spider-Man. Spider-Man was dead. It was a dead title when McFarlane came to that.
When I look at Lee's '90s work compared to now, I feel like it was a lot better, bro. Like that X-Men and all that shit, bro, was money. I haven't seen. Everybody gets geeked when they see a new Lee. It's nowhere near as good as it used to be to me.
I don't know. I think he's gotten better at anatomy now, but he doesn't do anywhere near as much. And
some of his shit looks really weird. Like that new Batman that came out was just like,
fair enough. I was always like Mark Silvestri was always my guy back in the day. I always dug his shit. And
I don't like when he tries to do the portrait stuff now.
Yeah, fair. And Jay Lee, I think, has probably gotten better too. He wasn't really at the same tier, but he's like. He came right after those guys.
Larson has been consistent. Probably
Larson's been very steady.
Yeah.
I always liked Larson's stuff.
See, Larson's the one who took over after McFarlane stops. Amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
If you look at those books back to back, Larson's shit looks exactly like McFarlane sometimes.
It was really good.
When I look at
a lot of that was the inker and stuff too, but yeah.
Yeah, the inker. Somebody made it look. I mean. I actually looked at one book and thought it was McFarlane, but I realized no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we call him the Todd Father. Everybody started copying his art style.
Yeah.
I feel like you can almost make an argument Larson's the best.
I like Larson's Spider-Man the best because that was what I started reading. When I was 12, that was the first Spider-Man I read was the.
Well, he was also on Spider-Man a lot longer than.
He drew She-Hulk really well.
He was. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. The second series, the McFarlane started with the famous Spider-Man cover. He only wrote that to issue 18 or something.
If that.
They didn't even go that far.
Yeah.
Because that was when he left for Image right around then.
Yeah.
See, when I think back at the comic shop we used to collect stuff, the one I hated was I forget his name now, and I even have something signed by him. Did the New Mutants? It looks so bad. I hated his artwork. No, New Mutants beginning. It looked like paint. Yeah. As a 16, 17, 18-year-old kid back then, it was, to me, it wasn't even. It was like it was paintings. It wasn't. It just.
Some of them was kind of weird. Yeah.
It was
but I think
he's gotten better. The stuff I've seen lately, once in a while, I see covers and things. I'm like, I can make out what the fuck's happening. But back then, I just remember the New Mutants titles, and I was like, what the hell?
I think Sienkiewicz could paint the hell out of shit and has more talent in his pinky than half the other guys.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying, but I was as a kid, I didn't know the difference.
Yeah, your opinion's a little different. I didn't know Kirby was as great as he was. Some of the Kirby shit I saw, so I can understand that. I mean, hey, Taylor, I bring it out of here, man.
I was never a big fan of
We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
All right,
great meeting you guys.
Later.
I know a lot of people at the time hated Mike Mignola, but that motherfucker is also skilled beyond belief. I'm just saying, Hellboy, and his use of shadows and light and stuff. He also was never a fan favorite in that same way. But dude, skills. And Sienkiewicz. The thing with Sienkiewicz is he could paint realistically and he could draw realistically. He just didn't fucking want to.
Yeah, it was abstractively just something as what I was.
It was horror. It was like a nightmare. Right out of his nightmare.
It looked like
but it fit the story at the time
from hell.
The long Demon Bear story arc and stuff too. So it fit. Because New Mutants was a much darker book than X-Men.
Yeah, but at the time I was.
I know what you're saying.
I mean, I got.
And if we got Chris the Comic Vet on here, he would probably say Art Adams was the best of the bunch. So, but no, he'd still say McFarlane. But oh, nice.
Acquired.
Nice.
Oh,
that's such a back.
Wow.
80.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Looks like a edition too.
Yeah, it's like mid-grade. It's from Australia, too. So it's an Australian import. Australia did a lot of the Buck Rogers. They were basically, it was at this time in the 40s, their comic strip. They would collect the comic strips and put them into books. Even in the U.S., they were doing that.
Sure.
But so these are just the Australian ones, and some of the covers are great. This is a freaking just amazing cover. I was like, oh,
That's
damn.
cool.
It is in good shape. So
also, there's no. I mean, unless it's just a bad photo, there's no like real true black on there, which is kind of interesting.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, for what my eyes can see, it's kind of hard.
That's awesome, Rob.
Always love the Sunday funnies.
It doesn't look like there's any major creases or anything in it and everything. So
Is it shipping from Australia or are you getting it from the U.S.?
no, U.S.
Nice.
I'm so sad.
What is that? It's the shop in Texas that sells a lot. My Comic Warehouse or
Oh, are they the ones
like
that do the 7-day auctions every week that you were talking about? Like,
yeah, they're one of them. Yeah,
yeah.
they have a
That's
lot of
what
that.
I was calling them, yeah.
Or My Comic Shop. Is that the one?
Yeah, My Comic Shop. That's
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. Nice. You didn't want to jump in on the religious controversy? You're too busy buying books and actually talking about comics, Rob? What the fuck?
Yeah. Rob was way too quiet.
You know what?
Rob was way too quiet.
I'm just not. When it comes to religion, it's like, okay, hey, like I give people what they want. They can. I don't care. People, you can think what you want, do what you want. Doesn't bother me, right? I'm not going to push my stuff on anybody, and I don't want anybody to push my stuff on them, etc. It's forth, right? So
I'm going to start a new religion called the Clone Saga just to prove you wrong.
yeah, well, there you are.
Yeah.
But ultimately, yeah, I don't have a problem with religion. I just have a problem with churches, right?
Yeah.
I do say
fair.
tax the shit out of them. Whoops. LDS would go out of business.
Big corporations don't pay taxes either, so there's no winning.
The perfect example, actually, I mean, the perfect example is always told to me by my mother-in-law. She grew up an army brat, moving around military brat, moving around from base to base to base. And growing up, the church was provided by the military, the facilities, right?
Yeah.
So it was a congregation. They came and it had services. And so growing up, it was all about the religion. And then she said after she left that and went going to church and out and everywhere else, it was constantly, you're going to hell if you're not paying money for this, and you need to donate to this, and you need to give money for this. And it was constantly about collecting money, more so than anything else from her perception. And it really kind of drove home this kind of concept to her of the difference between the religion versus the church type thing. But anywho, they do a lot of good things too. Let's not forget that there's a lot of charitable organizations that do a lot of good that come from the various religious entities and stuff that are out there. So
yeah, but a lot of secular things can do the same thing. So I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely biased. I have been excommunicated by my brother-in-law, so
Hey, my mother was a Catholic who married a divorcee Protestant, so there you go. And
I had to go to communion in Sunday school for 10 years.
Yeah, well, welcome to my world.
And then I got communion when I was 11 in California and never went back. I was forced to wear the stupid little get up and
That's right, Biggie.
Biggie. So we're talking about
my church is right here.
First comics from publishers.
Oh,
has anybody read this?
I've not read that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
$7. It better be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first book published by Boom Studios.
Nice. Is that a Mahfood cover? No.
Yeah.
Johnson?
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Oh, boom.
Boom goes the dynamite.
They're taking over.
Yeah. I pick those up whenever I see them.
That's what I hate about Southern Utah. There's nothing to see around here. There's not enough shops.
You got Red Rock.
Huh?
You have Red Rocks.
Yay.
Yeah.
I can go I went to those Vegas shows, and you're like, there's two comic sellers, and pay $30 to get to a comic show down in Vegas.
Screw going to a big show. This is what you do. you take a week off, and you like fly in somewhere in Jersey. You start in Jersey, and then you like drive up the coast to Boston. And there's going to be like hundreds and hundreds of comic stores that you're going to be able to stop at along.
Yeah, my wife would kill me.
Yeah,
I grew up in New York,
closer,
so yeah, I know.
Even closer and cheaper for him to get to because he could drive there. As I've been noticing lately, there's coming up on a whole slew of little old school type comic book day shows and stuff running throughout Central Valley, California and stuff.
Vegas has the most.
I mean, it's still a trek.
Still, Vegas still has the most shops by square footage. I've been to most of them. They're not terrible. I find some stuff, but
Predator move. Prey coming out.
I mean, but there's nothing like these little shops that are out in the middle of nowhere that haven't had anybody go through their back issue bins, but the same people for 2 or 3 years. You can find all sorts of stuff.
That's a Netflix movie or something like that, Miss So, right? It's on one of those platforms. It looks all right.
Oh yeah, I don't know when it's coming. Hulu, isn't it? I thought. I know we saw the preview. We saw the preview little thing to it, but
yeah, it looks like not the biggest budget, but that's okay. You don't need a good budget to do an effective Predator movie.
Wait, so what's the next? Since we're done with Kamala now, I actually like the show. So, but what's our next?
Oh, thanks, guys. August 5th. Yeah, August is. I don't know if Jibs might be referring to Prey, but also that's probably right around when She-Hulk comes out too.
Yeah, was that when She-Hulk due or the next one due? Is that it? Yeah, She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. Yeah, so
I'm more interested about it. When Wednesday
I haven't seen any of the previews. Is there a preview up for it yet, or
for She-Hulk?
She-Hulk.
No, for Prey.
Oh,
yeah, there is, and it looks kind of like
Predator light,
low budget horror, which is good, I think. So
yeah, it's Predator light.
I mean, I love all the Predators.
Yeah,
I've watched all the Aliens versus Predators. Most of them are cheesy as crap, but I've watched all of them. So
I really watched the first ones.
You've never seen Predator 2? That's a good one.
I may have seen that one. Which is the one? Who are the main stars? Are
Danny Glover.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
Yeah,
I saw that one. It's as far as I went, I think, on those. Was the Danny Glover one with him and the big gun and the guy, the Texan guy? Who was that? There was a big mouth. Who was the big mouth young kid in that one?
I don't remember.
He's dead now, isn't he? Played in Twister. Oh, whatever.
Heath Ledger. I have no idea. Rob, you look like you're falling asleep over there.
Yeah, well, I got some coffee.
Yeah,
I'm more interested in seeing like the I might have to actually subscribe to Netflix just to watch the Wednesday show when it drops.
Is that Wednesday Addams?
Yes, being done by Tim Burton.
That's gonna be good.
And then you got Rob Zombie doing the Munsters. Yep,
the Munsters.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust Rob on the Munsters.
I don't care. I'll watch it anyways.
Yeah.
I liked Rob's version of Halloween. That's probably one of my favorite.
Yeah, but they're two very different things. Munsters is like humorous, and
the bad part is
and it looks like it is going to be from the trailer. Yeah. The trailer doesn't look like it.
I have not watched the trailer, to be fair. So
yeah,
Bill
the trailer set the tone that it's not going to be like the TV show, but it's also not going to be serious or horror or anything else. It's going to be funny.
Good.
So
is Christina Ricci going to have a cameo in the?
She will. She has been cast to have a cameo. I think she's just because the premise is Wednesday Addams going to university or something.
Oh yeah.
And so I think Christina Ricci is going to be some other college professor or something. Or
yeah, that makes sense.
Something, but not like everybody's fan casting a while back of wanting her to become a Morticia, but
Girl Scout cookies made out of real Girl Scouts.
That's right.
I mean, those movies were fine. I mean, they were not bad. But Tim Burton, I think he jumped the shark like 10 movies ago. So
I don't care. I like it.
I mean, that's fair. More.
But then again, I got so much Tim Burton shit in my house. It's
I can't even what's the last thing he did? I don't remember. Do you know?
I don't know.
It's got to be Johnny Depp, right? Something with Johnny. I'd imagine.
No, I think he's been doing some other stuff. He's been, I mean, not directly directing, but now you're gonna make me look.
Yeah.
Is he producing now?
Yeah. Let's see. Where's the IMDb?
Stalk of the
Oh,
Silver.
he directed Big
Monster.
Eyes, which is a documentary.
Okay,
that was
that's
not
wrong
bad.
direction here. Beetlejuice 2 coming up. Wednesday is the one he's talking about. Dumbo. Executive producers on Dumbo. Alice Through the Looking Glass. Big Eyes. Captain Sparky versus the Flying Saucers.
This is just short. It was a short.
I know, but
Pretty
still.
sure
from
I
2013.
watched the Dumbo with my wife, but I don't remember it at all.
Frankie
It really hasn't done that much recently. If you think about it, really, in the last 10 years, he's only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projects.
Yeah.
But Wednesdays,
a movie every 2 years. That's about right, probably. So
yeah. So Wednesdays in post production, 7 episodes.
I was there on IMDb. So.
I hated Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, really?
Oh,
it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Mars Attacks was the best, though.
Mars Attacks was awesome. Like that was probably, I think that might have been one of the last really good Tim Burton movies, right around there, or Ed Wood, which they were right around.
Ed Wood was phenomenal, yeah.
And I don't remember if that was before or after Mars Attacks, but
I'm pretty sure that was after.
Ed Wood was 94. Mars Attacks was 96.
He did. I guess he was involved with Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter as a producer.
Yeah. Batman Forever.
Yeah, Mars Attacks was great. It's one of those movies that nobody liked at the time, but
I liked it.
I loved it at the time.
Okay, well, it was great.
It was the very first.
I said that in the wrong crowd. The general populace.
Because Mars Attacks was the first DVD I owned, and I owned it before I even owned a DVD player.
I'm assuming you guys also liked Paul's Boutique when it came out first too. Like it's just like
no, but my wife did. She was the Beastie Boys person. I was the Beastie Boys.
But that's one of those like things that have gotten a cult following since they released.
Correct, right?
Yeah. Hit the Element 4 times in the theaters. The fourth time was on 2 hits of acid.
Nice.
I just watched it the other day when they had the Fathom event for it to go rewatch it in the theater. It was awesome.
I know. I'm sure it was.
Especially since they actually retouched it. So now, like one of the biggest things like I've seen on DVD all the time was when you'd get the close up on Plava Laguna, you could see the line between the prosthetics and the makeup, and they cleaned all that up. So you couldn't see that anymore, which was great. The only bad thing about the whole experience was that for the extra stuff that they were showing with relation to the Fathom event was really just stuff off the DVD that you've seen before, and it's from 15 plus years ago. So it really was kind of dated and stupid looking, but make the international sign of the donut.
Nice. I do believe that's actually for the kids.
Yeah, well. What was it? My favorite line from there was always, I just want to let American people know they still got 2 out of 3 branches of government working for them, and that ain't bad.
Yeah.
They killed Congress.
I mean, to be fair, Congress really probably should get killed.
Congress is a fucking mess.
In movies only, people. In movies only.
Congress
especially if you're the Secret Service listening to this broadcast.
Yes, exactly.
Views expressed by Taylor Winter just now were strictly in the context of fictional movies and not in reality.
I promise not to release those deleted texts y'all sent me.
I totally, I know Comic San Diego's happening, and I really don't even care.
C2E2 coming out.
I didn't until my youngest asked me if I knew anybody who was going, because there's something that he really, really wants. And then he showed me the picture of it, and I say, damn, I want to get that for you. Now I just wish I knew somebody that was going that wouldn't mind trying to pick it up.
I can ask a friend of mine I know is probably going. A lot of those guys go.
The Mattel booth is going to have a exclusive Monster High doll.
Check Mattel Creations. In 2 days, they're starting a Comic-Con specialty thing. They may put some up on the website. That's where they do all their stuff now.
It's all black and white, like a black and white. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Monster Hall dies, but they're basically Barbies meets the classic movie horror figures, and they're doing one that's like all black and white, like the black and white movies and stuff, and it looks sick.
Hang on, I'll make a quick. Hang on.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I know like Skep is going, but I don't really know him.
Yeah, that's it. It's like that's what I told my youngest. I said, "Look, they're all is. Do you know anybody who's going?" I said, "Well, I know people who are going, but I don't really know them."
Yeah, enough to be like, hey, if you,
yeah. So it's like,
Comic-Con 101's going. Yay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, and I saw Nerdy Girl and
it's just hard to get tickets. Do they still doing the whole raffle to get the tickets?
It's really still
like $300-$400.
It's not even Comic-Con anymore.
Yeah.
No, it's just for Hall H, so they can like.
Yeah, I mean it's about the events and everything, and that's all fine and dandy. And if I lived around there or something, maybe. My sister went a couple years ago and said, "Okay, great, I've been. I have no desire to go back again." And I said, "Okay, great. I'm just going to continue to go to these local ones or occasionally go out with the community."
I sent a note to a friend of mine. We'll see if he gets back to me. He lives in California, but owns a collectible shop in Arizona somewhere or some shit. That's all he does for a living is sell Hot Wheels and stuff. So a lot of the guys, that's why we used to go down there, is to go down to the Mattel booth and just get in line and buy the Hot Wheels every year. So, but now you have to pre-order everything.
I've never been. I wouldn't mind going one of these years, I guess, but yeah.
It's getting into the big. If you wait, we waited like 3 hours to get into the big hall. Yeah. And then if you dare leave, you're gonna miss everything. They just show all the interviews and all that crap. I've been, I think, 3 times: 2008, 9, and 10.
I got this at the only Comic-Con I've been to, the Salt Lake Comic-Con. I traded for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they do have a. I'm not sure what it's called in Salt Lake. I'm debating on going to that next one, FanCon or something. It's in September. But I got a friend of mine that does.
Oh, Tyler, were you at the mall the other day? Is that what's going on?
I think these were given out at Tokyo Comic-Con.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
In like 2018.
Well, one of my good friends who does Hot Wheels, he goes to the Comic-Con every year, and Funko has special dinners for like 200-300 people he gets invited to. So he comes back with all these, one of 100 Funkos, one of 30s, and he's doing it for he's on their list for like the last 10-15 years. So he automatically gets invited to these stupid things. So if he sold his Funko collection, it'd probably be disgustingly way too much money.
Yeah, of all the stuff I've sold, like I sold a whole collection of Game of Thrones Funkos that I had, and I walked in and I told the guy, I'm like, I want $2,300 for it. He's like, well, I don't know, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I know what the price is. I know what you're going to give me for them because I know what the market is for them. It was right before season 8 came out. And I had all of the retired stuff. I had picked it all up when it first came out, because when it came out in 2013, I was into eBay buying comics, and I picked up on Pops, and I looked around because we were watching Game of Thrones at the time in season 1, and there was no collectibles for Game of Thrones at that time. So there was only the Pops. So that's why those became so big and why they're still sought after by collectors, because they were the first collectibles for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And now you look at the ones I keep seeing at Walmart, you still see Games of Thrones stuff sitting on the Pops sitting there. Like, why are they still trying to sell these things?
I'm not arguing that the guy. I mean, I'm glad the guy got taken out too, Tyler. But I don't think 2 people shooting at each other in the mall is a solution.
Yeah, I don't. Just got lucky. One guy knew how to shoot. Any other idiot could have had a carry conceal, could have pulled it and missed 3 people and hit 2 other people they shouldn't have hit.
But anyways, that one we can avoid for tonight. We've already gotten offended the Secret Service and every religion ever. So
yeah, every religion pretty much hates us now.
I'm looking for. Is anybody else looking forward to the new Game of Thrones, the prequel?
We'll see. I'm kind of ambivalent about it just because the last series ended so shittily. So
yeah, I'm hopeful. I
didn't hate the ending of the last season because I really wasn't that invested into it. But I mean, it gave an ending. Something happened. Did I really care? No.
I started in the books, so I had read the books before the series came out. So I was already halfway through the series going, this is not going to end well, because you could just tell they were deviating from the original storyline. I knew where they were going, like where he had stopped writing, and I'm like, this is definitely not going to end well, because there's no real cohesive anything.
Yeah.
At the end of this last book, it's just all over the place. And I've always went, how is he going to end it in 2 books? Because he always has said he only had 2 more books and it would be over, which is growing into 3, I think now. I don't know.
I feel about I'm about as excited for it as I am about to do Lord of the Rings, which is just a shrug on both of them.
Yeah.
So
but
I'm sure it'll look great.
This fits behind me in the shows too.
Nice.
So this is like the rarest Funko on the market, one of the most sought after. I think these are still going for about $1,200, $1,500 on eBay.
Huh. Nice.
This was the headless Ned. This was given away at 2013 San Diego Comic-Con. I think they're estimated like I want to say 1,000.
Okay.
Or it might have been lower than that.
Yeah, I mean, I will definitely watch it and I'll give it a chance. But I'll also watch Wednesday and give it a chance. And I'll watch, like.
What's Wednesday going to be on?
Probably on Wednesdays.
Well, which
Netflix.
Netflix? Okay. I'll probably watch it.
All right. I'm going to roll.
All right, see you.
Yep.
Long days in there.
We could probably beat this dead horse and call it a night, too. I got to get up early tomorrow and find a job still, so. Yeah.
You are still doing real estate until you find a job, right?
Yeah. I'm still working. It's just, trying to figure out a transition. And I really want to work remotely so I can be remote. Emotionally remote, I mean.
I understand. I mean, I'm 14 miles from my office, but I work remote.
Yeah, so. But don't give me, like, you should probably hope I don't get a job, because if I do, I'm going to come visit all you fuckers. So.
There you go.
Yeah. It's more of a threat.
Just about everybody. Like, I don't have a YouTube channel. I had to delete the whole damn thing so you can get a job.
Nice.
All right. Hasta la pasta, vaya con queso.
Yeah, we're gonna call this one, everybody. Thanks so much for jumping in. Appreciate it. And everybody have a good night. Don't be a dick.
There you guys.
Later.
And